All right. So what I gathered from the video, it said and I guess the topic at hand, have we failed as parents? I don't think anybody predicted how fast that social media would have grown and how big of an influence it would have on our day-to-day lives. I don't think anybody saw this coming. Like, as far as how technology is today, just what was it? Just 30 years ago, all we had was a TV with the damn wrench that you changed the channel on. And now you're talking about us being able to communicate with people halfway across the world in seconds. So I don't think we saw that coming. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. In 40 years, the reality is they may value different things than what we value today. It may be a totally different environment than what we have today, as far as what they see as success, what they don't see as success. I mean, think of it this way: how many people are trying to be content creators today, including everybody on this panel? You know what I mean? A lot of people are stopping, you know what I mean, quitting their day jobs and turning to content creation. Now, granted, a lot of us ain't gonna make it, but that comes with every new thing we've seen. We've seen everybody try to go into Bitcoin. Not everybody made it. Everybody tried to go into trade. Not everybody made it. Same thing happens here. So I look at it as from the standpoint of, if we look towards the future, what does technology look like? How do we interact with it? Are we going to be dealing with a situation where AI plays a major part of our lives, more so than it does today? And that may very well be the case in 40 years. Shit, what, 40 years? Our kids will be parents, maybe even grandparents. So I don't know if I can call it a failure, more so than I wouldn't even begin to know how that world looks, because I don't live it. My kids, I have to live it. Just like our grandparents didn't understand the world we was going to live in. You know what I mean? They didn't think cell phones were a thing. They didn't know that was going to come. You remember just then they were talking about how much we text each other. All y'all do is do all that texting. They was just talking about this 15 years ago. Now look at us. We talking about people FaceTime and writing each other in DMs and shit. So, hey, technology is a motherfucker. So we'll see. I hope I'm around in 40 years. I'm gonna be the old guy on my porch, swinging, drinking a beer, telling people to stay off my grass, watching the world go by. So,
what minutes was free before 9?
Right. It used to be a time where you had to call people after 9 o'clock to even talk on the phone.
Like, I just got rid of my plan about a year and a half ago.
So it's a wild.
Yeah, I'm holding on to that for nights and weekends, man.
It's a wild time that we live in, y'all. So, and our kids is going to communicate totally. Well, not our kids, but maybe our grandkids, because I think most of us on this panel got kids that are 14, 15, if not older. So our kids, we see what they're doing, but they kids, we ain't gonna have no idea how they communicate with one another. They're gonna be talking to each other through VRs. You know what I mean? It's gonna be all online. They're gonna be buying shit that we have no idea. Like, why would you buy a TV in your video game, but you ain't gonna buy a TV in real? That's what they're gonna be doing, and we ain't gonna have no idea what's going on with them. We gonna be completely out of the loop, as we should be, because that ain't our shit.
I disagree. We're online as much. Who is this? Who is this little boy?
I don't know who's that man? Who's that little boy
with his hair? Oh my
God! You
had
to go back far to find hair.
Look at his hair, though.
How far you had to go back to find a picture with him?
Oh my God! Look at his hair.
His head bald as a toddler.
Yes, beautiful.
Look at his hair. Oh my God!
Look at that receding hairline.
Wow.
You combed it over in the front a little bit.
Yeah, baby.
So imagine that in a box. That shit was hell. That shit was annoying as shit. So yeah, I had an afro, but I tried to, put in cool styles. It just never worked. I wanted to.
You look devious as hell. You look like
you
white people.
Hey, look, he got more facial hair in this picture than he has right now.
He looks so devious. You look so cute.
That's an AI baby picture, man.
Yo, he said AI baby picture. That's hilarious.
All right. We're going to finish off to Casey and then Jasmine. I get you on the next one. Go ahead.
Y'all
Casey.
don't be hating. Y'all hate. Y'all got some hate in y'all blood.
No, I feel like it's going back to what Voice was saying, especially when it comes to the entertainment industry. From dance to music to, you know, singing to acting. It used to be like it was a true grind, right? You had to leave your city. You had to go to Miami, New York, LA, Atlanta to quote unquote make it big, put yourself out there, get in front of people, and on top of that, be extremely talented. Now it kind of works backwards. A lot of the industry wants you to have followers. They want you to be they want you to come with a full market before they put any money behind you, no matter what you're doing, whether it's dancing, singing, acting, whatever. They want you to already have a following, so they don't have to put money behind you to market you, right? And so social media has really helped that industry out tremendously, and saved them millions of dollars, because they know they can find a person making skits on social media and know that they're a good actor or actress. And they know if they put them in a movie, they're going to come with however many hundreds of thousands of millions of followers. They can predict their money up front versus 20, 30, 40 years ago. It was like they were literally taking a shot in the dark, no matter how much talent they thought a person had, right? They had no idea how the world would receive or perceive them. And so it's really crazy because the talent aspect has been taken out. A lot of people with followers, it doesn't necessarily always correlate to, oh my God, they're extremely talented. Sometimes it could just be antics. Sometimes it could just be, you know, whatever algorithm, whatever you can choose. And you're like, how does this person have this many followers? But going to the video, I believe it, right? Because even the biggest companies now have social media policies, right? Before you get hired or before you get a job, they may even ask for your social media handles on all platforms, with also just going into and doing a full forensic sweep on who you say you are social media wise. They want to know that before they put an investment and provide a salary for your lifestyle. They want to make sure that who you are outside of work is who you will be inside their company. So social media has influenced our world in a whole new way. It's trickled down all the way into our personal lives now at this point. And that takes us to that video where parents could be asking, oh, how many followers does he have? Right? Because those parents, 40 years, like Sweeney was saying, will be us. Okay. And our children. But I agree with Andrea saying that, you know, the conversations need to be had, but at the same time, like it's crazy as far as thinking that you wouldn't date somebody because they don't have a certain amount of followers, or you wouldn't approve your child dating somebody because they don't have a certain amount of followers. But the fact that Andrea was saying about making sure that if your child is dating somebody, checking out their social media, because if your child is dating some gangster, some public, you know, affiliated gangster, and they showing it on social media, that would be a resource to a parent for you to have that conversation and really ask your child, like, okay, like how do they present themselves on social media? But as far as the follower part, that's insane. But
you know what's crazy, Casey? Because I think the asking about the followers thing and disqualifying somebody was more of an avatar for saying what kind of social media do they have.
Oh,
and I think going forward, I think you're going to be able to tell a lot about a person based on their social media, to the point where I think the kids after us are going to probably wind up spotting way more red flags just through social media and start weeding people out so much better than we once, so much better than we had it. And this is before you even have to have a conversation with a person. So I think there's going to come a time where you're going to be able to look at somebody's social media and be like, okay, and be able to almost pinpoint exactly what kind of person they are, what they believe in, what kind of affiliations they have, a lot of those things just from their social media. I think it's going to be interesting to see how they, I mean, I know we're doing it now where we have social media today, but the better technology gets, the more AI the more AI is able to tell us, the more into technology these kids get, we're going to see some major changes from them in regards to how they move in the world.